So we've all been absolutely loving X-Men 97 Series 2. I was especially pleased with the X-Force episode. That was definitely my favorite so far. It's just so cool seeing all the characters that they brought together and just so cool. So I wanted to do a little X-Force shot. Unfortunately, I do not have the X-Men 97 cable. So we'll just have to use this Marvel Legends cable for the time being. So what I wanted to do is just put them on a green floor background, and then use one of my little diorama pieces. And then I'm just going to put like a sky behind them. I believe the sky came from it's one of my diorama sets. I'm forgetting which one. The street building NECA piece is where it came from. So yeah, this is kind of what I was going for. Obviously Archangel is the biggest character in this bunch, so I was going to put him in the center with his wings up and spread, kind of looking menacing. And then we have Psylocke. I wanted to keep her little fist effect on her hand as she's posed. If anybody, you guys know, if you have this figure, it's kind of a pain in the neck to pose, but I ended up getting her posed in the position I wanted to, and she only fell over like 4 or 5 times, so that was pleasant, you know. Her and Archangel just look so good together. And the third character I'm using, I wish I had the X-Men 97 cable, but we're just going to sub this guy in. He still looks comic booky. It's not quite the same as the 97 figure, but it still works for this particular style of photo I was going for here. And then of course on the right, we're going to do Jubilee, who is a pain to stand up also. And then we have Sunspot. So these two characters, you know, I didn't really think much of them going into the even last season of X-Men 97, and but they've kind of grown on me. I kind of enjoy them now, especially Jubilee. She's kind of fleshed out her character. Very cool. So this is just my rough. I got them all to stand. I ended up having to put Psylocke's left foot on that little post up there because she was not standing. I wanted to have Jubilee with her hand on her side, and then Sunspot I wanted to have with his fist up, and I kind of went back and forth. I wasn't really sure this looked correct. They weren't spaced out exactly like I like. But the diorama piece here is really, really big, so I was able to kind of repose them and space them out just a little bit more without having them fall all over the place, which is always a challenge. I am shooting indoors. This is in my room, as you guys can see. So I have quite a few sources of light. I do have lights coming from the top. This is my wrestling setup, so there's lights everywhere. But I really want it to be lit from the front with just the sky kind of in the back. So here's me with my camera, just getting ready to set up the shot. Obviously I got everything set up and then focused on it in the camera to see how it looked. And then I'll show you guys how it looked in the camera, which is always a challenge because sometimes you get something set up and then you actually look at it in the camera and it looks not like you like. So I like the shot. I think it's pretty much exactly what I was going for. I ended up moving the camera just a little bit lower to get a little bit better of a perspective on the final shot. But yeah, that's how we kind of got this. So here is right before I took the picture, just a slow look at all of them. As you can see, I kind of spaced them out a little bit better, so they're all, it looks much better than my original. And we're ready to take the shot. One last look here, just in case. One last look, get that focus in the center. I was using the multiple focus. I wasn't focusing on one person, so I hope you guys enjoyed and keep following for more.